and someone who treats you as a prize, someone who is open, and someone who is going to be on this journey. Look at this, somebody who is going to be on this journey with you, with coming together to make dreams come true. To make dreams come true, to really establish this very, very strong foundation, to come into union, to be... Hi Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading. Let's just see any time from whenever you watch this to the second half of February. So basically second half of January, first half of February, January 20th, I would say, to February 15-ish, like right around Halloween. Let's see what's going to come up, which is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And again, this is the last chance also to book private readings, because I think I will be wrapping up this project. I don't know honestly when, but just giving this announcement. And anyway, everything, links to everything in the description box. And let's see. Ooh, we have here Messenger of Air. Messenger of Air. Messenger of Air. I feel like what's coming up for me with this card is that you are becoming more detached and more cold. We have here the Star, and we have here the High Priestess. It's almost like you did not fully... I don't want to say you didn't fully see your light before, because it's more of like you did know who you are. You did know that you are, you know, with the Star, High Priestess, you could have a lot of light, you could have a lot of spiritual wisdom, you could have a lot of... It's just like with Star card, it's like, for the lack of a better word, like celebrity potential. Like you're a person who lights up the room anywhere you go. You're different, and it doesn't mean that you are like famous or okay, you're like top employee at your job. It doesn't have to be that. It could be just that, you know, you're just very different. You're a black sheep of the family. You're a person who made very different choices than your family did. There's something different about you, and I feel like it's more so of an energy right now where you start fully, I guess, seeing like who you are, and it's almost like you understand who you are. You understand, for the lack of a better word, that you are the prize, and it's almost like you're done convincing anyone to see your worth and your value. It's almost like again, I think I used this metaphor, this quote before, but it is true. Bees, you don't see bees flying around, you know, and convincing flies that honey is better than shit. It's almost like for you, it's almost like you don't even have, with Messenger of Air I'm seeing here, you don't even have, like, I feel like there used to be a disappointment where you couldn't understand why people around you are making the stupid choices they are making, or at least, okay, choices you cannot fully understand. And I feel like what's happening right now, you're just like, okay, like okay, are you gonna be doing this? Oh, okay. So you're very, very, look at this exact, like Queen of Swords. You have boundaries that are very powerful right now, for the lack of a better word. With the Magician card, you know that you're going to get the outcome that you want. With Patience card, I feel like you are being very selective what to be patient with and what to not be patient with. There are some things that you feel like are worthy of investing your energy in. And there are some things you're like, excuse me, but no, this is a waste of time. Right? So it's almost like what I'm seeing here is that you are not wasting your energy, and this showed up in your previous reading too. You're done with energetic vampires, and you're rising to your full potential here. You're investing in yourself, and you're letting things that disappoint you to be gone from your life. It's almost like you've disappointed me enough, you know, goodbye kind of thing, because there is some situation where you might have felt like, okay, this deal is just not fair. Whichever way you slice it or dice it, you know how they say, it's not a fair deal. I'm not going to be participating in deals, in agreements, in resolutions that don't honor me, that are not fair towards me from the start. And I feel like, okay, there are people around you, they want to be miserable. Okay, it's your choice. Be miserable. Like, what can I do, right? But you're not going to be making me miserable with you. You're not going to be taking me into your misery with you. You like to waste your own time. You procrastinate, making choices that you know are the right choices to make. You waste your own time. You waste your own life. But you know what? You're not going to be wasting my time or my life. You are confused. In your life, you are confused. Okay, but you're not going to be making me confused. I think you are establishing very hardcore boundaries like this with someone. And with Six of Water, Messenger of Earth, Fortune's Will, a lot of things are turning around for you is what I'm seeing in terms of especially money, stability, something with your work. There could be really, really good new beginnings in work when you're watching this from basically a second half of January, first half of February. It does feel like there is a victory. It does feel like a lot of things are going in your favor. You might juggle a couple of different projects. There are new beginnings, definitely with Page of Fire to the Four of Fire. There are new beginnings, new opportunities. And with the Hierophant, you've manifested, I feel like you have a lot of power, you have a lot of strength, and you've manifested your next level. Right now, the only thing is, like, don't worry. I want to say move away from confusion. And like Seven of Fire, Nine of Fire, Five of Earth, move away from anything that doesn't make sense to you. Like, stop wasting your time is what I'm hearing. Stop wasting your time. To Ten of Cups, there is going to be emotional fulfillment. All right. Let's now see what's happening with love. Let's start with wait, shoot. Okay, let me see what's happening with love. Like, if you identify with the concept that I'm always chosen, I'm always prioritized, I'm always treated as a princess, you're not going to be entertaining or feeding dynamics where a person fails to give you that. Simple as that. We have here let go of control issues. I feel like you're letting go of, I'm seeing with this card, you are not letting anyone control you. I mean, Scorpios, we all know, let's be real, that you can be pretty controlling. But I feel like in this case, the way this energy reads to me is actually, if anyone was trying to control you, and control doesn't have to be necessarily straightforward. It could be manipulation, right? For example, it doesn't feel like a person is doing something actively to control you necessarily. But in manipulative dynamics, there could be, breadcrumbing, right? Giving just a little bit of attention, using pity. Men especially like to use pity in order to waste women's time. They like when you see them as, oh my God, he is so lost, he is so sad, oh, poor him. Men especially, I don't even know if they're doing it consciously. Sometimes, obviously not all men, but we're talking about toxic men. I don't even know if they're doing this consciously or subconsciously, unconsciously, but this is usually a dynamic they learn as kids with their mother to get whatever they want from it, from her. And sometimes men, especially when they are in stuck situations or whatever, they will try to appeal to your sense of pity, so that you would keep feeding the dynamic, and by that they waste your time. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean they are doing this consciously, like they're doing it on purpose. But you know how, nature always evolves, right? Why, for example, kittens are so cute, cats are so cute, right? Or bunnies evolves to be so cute. It's the process of evolution where certain species, right, in order to survive, they adopt certain things, certain qualities, to be more attractive, to be cute. You know how, like in Puss in the Boots, right? That's the cartoon. The Puss in the Boots guy, right? He's a player, he's whatever. But he makes those eyes, those cute little sad eyes, and that's it. Everyone melts, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that this person does it on purpose, but it could be a part of evolution, how they learned to survive, how they learned to get away with the things that they're doing, that they are appealing to the sense of pity. And somebody here could be maybe controlling you, knowing, especially if you're kind, if you're empathetic, if you're a forgiving person, they might have been appealing to that side of you and by that controlling you. So they might have been organizing themselves in a certain way where they had a lot of things going on and they were still taking your love, they were still taking your energy, and but not giving you what you deserve. This is how this kind of energy becomes cursed. It becomes it's like they're stealing the energy. And I feel like this energy for January 20th, oh my God, I said energy like 25 times. Sorry, but I feel like the vibes, so to say, from January 20th to the first 2 weeks of February is you're actively letting go of energetic vampires and leeches. You deserve someone who treats you like a king, if you're a man, like a queen if you're a woman. You deserve nothing but that. And you're stopping allowing people manipulate you and basically keep you stuck. Because see, that's the thing, right? This happened recently to me, where a confused man decided to start messaging me right around the beginning of January. Very weird, cryptic messages, trying to, because when the year starts, right, you're usually moving on, right? You're starting new things. And this was the worst, the lowest move I've ever seen from a man. And unfortunately, it's my fault too, because I should have had his number blocked. I mean, I didn't have his number also, like it was a different number. It's like a long story to explain. But how manipulative, how low of behavior it is to know that a woman is in this energy where she's ready for new, ready to be like, is healed, is happy and ready to move on. And in the very beginning of the year, you try to sabotage it by, whatever, trying to confuse her mind. This is not a true man. This is a coward. And we are letting go of people like this right now. We are also taking our light and our power back. It's like, there is an affirmation, I think. I take back every ounce of power or every ounce of blessing or light that anyone took from me without my permission, or even with my permission. If you're not entitled to be stealing my light anymore. Because again, especially if this person was taking your light, inspiration you were giving them, spiritual wisdom, how you were trying to build them up, pray for them, make them into the successful person, inspire them to be that successful person they could be. And if they took the blessings you've given them, they've grown. And what they did, instead of treating you well, they treated you like shit, and they've given whatever they earned to another person. Oh my God, you have no even idea what is coming. Because this is the energy that's quote unquote cursed. No one is cursing anyone, but this is this is how the energy becomes. There's a concept called bread of shame, is when you give someone something, they haven't earned it, and it creates a really, really bad energetic disbalance. This is why we always have to be very careful, and we have to make sure that whichever relationships we are participating in, that the energy is blessed, is balanced, not blessed. But I mean, when it's balanced, it's blessed. Because if you give, it is bad for the person, and it's bad for you too, because you drain yourself. If you take, it's also the same. It's not a balanced energy. And I feel like the moment you take your power back from the situation, the moment you no longer feed them, this is, by the way, something we discussed in previous extended, I think, I forgot the title of the video, but it's one of the recent videos. In the extended, we have actually seen how to end some kind of third-party situation, or it could be toxic job, some kind of toxic pattern you had with a person where they have no light of their own. There is no light in that job, there is no light in that relationship, but they stealing, borrowing light from you, not giving you anything back or giving you the bare crumbs, and they go and they give back to a different person, to a different situation. They spend time daydreaming about you, feeding of the love that you've been given, and feeding off your energy like a freaking energetic vampire / leech. And basically what happens is that if you cut the cord, if you cut that energetic connection that you have, it is going to starve them. They probably will have to go through a dark night of the soul, but there's no other path at this point. Because what happens is that it's almost like, like, I'm not a medical professional, but when people deal with addictions, right? If an addict, instead of going to rehab, right, and going through whatever process they need to go, instead of sending this person into rehab, right, so that they could cut off the addiction that they have and heal, even though, yes, it's probably going to be really crazy, really difficult for them, right? It's a very difficult process breaking free from addiction. But imagine, instead of sending this person to a rehab who needs to heal, you keep giving them little cash, so they keep buying, substances, and the addiction keeps going. This is what's been happening for some people in some kind of energetic situation. I don't know what it is exactly, but it might resonate on some level. So if you cut the cord, if you cut the energy supply you've been giving them, yes, it will starve them. Yes, they will probably really, really, without your love, without your care, without that energy they've been receiving from you, they will go through dark night of the soul. Maybe even there will be things in their life, we don't wish this to anyone, but maybe something will fall apart. But this is the only way I feel like this person at this point can wake up. There is a process of going through transformation and even correction of the soul. There's different paths available. Again, there is a path of mercy, there is a path of judgment. Mercy usually takes a little bit more time, but it happens with ease when we are proactive. Judgment happens when there is not much time left, but the person has to correct something very fast, and usually comes with much more pain, but the person is usually able to finally, get the kick in the butt, so to say, and change. And for you, I feel like you are not even thinking of that. You're thinking of yourself here. But even if you want to do good for this person, I think the best thing you could do, if it's someone from the past you are dealing with, is to drain the situation energetically. Stop giving them your light. Stop giving them any attention. Stop giving them any love. Completely cut the cord energetically. And in fact, you should invest in a new person, in a new situation, like in a new relationship. Pour all this energy into yourself. Give yourself everything you want. Start rising like a star. Pursue your passions. Take up space. And if you invite a new person in your life, make sure that this person doesn't drain you but give to you. And once this energetic cord is cut this way, this person will go through their own process. It might be painful. There might be a lot of things in their life that will fall apart, because again, even this energy they are going on now, it doesn't belong to them. It was something you've given them. And they've been feeding other people with this energy. They've been feeding their addictions with this energy. They've been feeding their slavery with this energy. And that's just not the right way. So you shouldn't be suffering while at least, I'm giving you something, at least give me back, or at least, show up in my life correctly. But I'm feeding you so that you could, I'm trying to help you to become a better man, guide you on the right path. And you're going to be giving to others with that, and treating me like shit. Oh boy, no, not going to happen. So there is some kind of situation like this where you're cutting off that energy vampire grid, and you're letting them face whatever the process they need to face on their own, while you yourself are feeding yourself energetically, taking back. And you will see how fast things will turn around in your life, financially, career-wise, with health, with the way you look. Some of you feel like this person drained you so much, you started aging, or you started looking not your best, because this person been draining your energy, this person been draining your light. And the moment you cut that energetic cord, the moment you say no more, put the foot down, you will see how your youth will start coming back. You will start feeling healthier than you were. You will start attracting more blessings into your life, friendships, connections, everything you will make up for all the lost time, because again, all the stolen energy will be coming back to you. And the person will have to deal with their own things, whatever those things are. It's not your problem, not your business. That's the whole point of cutting the cord, that you are no longer invested with what's happening with them. They will have to figure it out. And, if any day they show up differently, right, and in a correct way, 555, by the way, as I'm saying this, we might open that door. But I don't know, because what they were trying to do, they were trying to breadcrumb you and pull you in to get a little bit more of your energy, so that they could keep going with maybe other situations. Imagine when you are feeding a man's energy so he could keep going with his job, with his work, with his career. He takes all the money he earns, he takes all the blessings he earns, and he gives it to another woman, another women, in other situations, or just whatever addiction, whatever addictive pattern he has, he keeps feeding that. Like, what the fuck? While you are drained, while you are suffering, he keeps living in ivory towers, so to say. Not gonna happen. So taking your power back in a major way. I don't feel like you're waiting for this person anymore. I just feel like at this point, this version of them, or maybe them just in general, is a big disappointment, and you are done investing into this. They can go through their dark night of the soul on their own. When you were there, when you were trying to help them, they should have appreciated you. They should have appreciated you. They should have not treated you, a blessing that was given to them, by God himself, should have not been treated as trash, while they fed into manipulation and lies of other people. So this is done. And I feel like, you're not convincing also anyone. You are the prize, right? So whoever will recognize it and step up, you will be giving energy to that. You're not allowing anyone to steal your light anymore. Wow. And also I feel like right now you are also keeping an open mind. You are totally comfortable that you don't know everything. Everything can turn around in different ways in your life. Different situations could happen. And I think that's where your focus is. Okay, let's go into connection spread. Fingers crossed we have a new energy. Please, come on. Pluto Sun already made by this time conjunction 0 Aquarius. Let's go for new. And we will have Pluto Mars making a conjunction at 0 Aquarius in February. Venus will be there as well. So this is clean slate, new slate. Let's see. First row is you, second row your person. New person could be Fingers crossed again. I'm all for you. First, ooh, Seven of Swords. You're showing up as Seven of Swords. Why is that? Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. We'll see how this works. We have here Ten of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords. Yeah, I see that you, before we even go into this, you're in this energy where you take your life into your hands, you move on. Because with the Five of Cups, this is bullshit. I think maybe you've accepted, I don't think it's new, honestly, but I think you've accepted that this was, maybe it was not a waste of time, but it's like you've accepted your disappointment. You're not fighting it anymore. And sometimes when you accept the pain, it goes away faster. Three of Cups. We have Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Cups. So you have this energy where somebody will be, I feel like there are multiple people probably, but there will be people expressing their love towards you, showing you that they care. And it's really annoying. When you move on, everyone starts expressing themselves to you. What I feel like is this. With the Seven of Swords, you're done being available to people is what I'm hearing. You're done just being someone who is always there. If you think about it, when people act with urgency, when people take care of their shit, whatever it is, very fast, is because there is a sense of urgency that, what if she's not going to be here tomorrow? And I think maybe, again, there is a part of you that's accepting your role in certain dynamic you created with another individual where you did give them some indication that you are, you will just wait for them, or you will just always be there. She's still there. Okay, yeah, So I think you're accepting the role you created in the dynamic, and you basically, with Seven of Swords, you're not allowing anyone to really see what you're up to. You are really operating in a more hidden way. You are also not allowing other people to be entitled to your energy. Seven of Swords is a tricky card, but I do feel like it's not so bad given the context of what's happening here. Clarify this a little. King of Wands. Maybe for some of you, you're starting even in your relationship with a Leo or an Aries, could be, but for some reason you want to keep it a little bit hidden. It's almost like you don't want this ex of yours to find out who you're dating, or interfere in any way, because I feel like this person might have been interfering previously. Like whenever you would meet someone, they would try to sabotage it somehow. I don't know how, honestly, like how it's possible. But you're basically you're not an open book anymore. And with the Seven of Pentacles, with the Ten of Swords, this is definitely a good indication here, because you're done waiting for anyone. You're not waiting for anyone. You're not, I honestly don't think you were waiting for someone before necessarily. I just feel like because maybe certain beliefs that you have about yourself and about love were not exactly in alignment, you allowed certain dynamics to perpetuate, even though they should have been cut off, at the root level. And you just stayed somehow too long in certain dynamics. With the Wheel of Fortune to the Six of Swords, you're taking your life into your hands. You're moving towards bigger and brighter things. And with the Five of Cups, I honestly don't feel like it's your energy, but I feel like there is someone who is could be devastated that you're doing this. And also, like, there is a certain degree maybe of your disappointment in whatever happened before. Clarify Five of Cups more. Strength card. Yeah, but it's almost like Strength to the Tower. There are some people who thought that you were never going to follow through with what you thought you were going to do. There are some people who don't want to let you go, but you are like, you know what, no. Like, you should have appreciated me more when I was there. So you're putting your foot down for sure. And you're done begging anyone for affection. You're done basically with that old chapter of your life. Whatever happens, you're just done, because you see your worth and your value here. Now, with the High Priestess, Lovers, Moon, Three of Cups of Swords, and Queen of Cups, what I'm seeing here is that basically you do have various options when it comes to love. There are definitely people noticing how attractive you are. And with the High Priestess to the Lovers, there is some kind of relationship that might start, especially with the Moon, that might start in a little bit more hidden way. Now, again, this doesn't mean that it's any kind of affair. It doesn't mean that it's any kind of hidden relationship, like in a bad way. It's more of like maybe there's a new relationship, but you're so tired of people, giving you evil eye, or like you're almost like yourself a little bit cautious with your expectations, because in the past you might have met people and you were like, oh my God, this is the one. And you yourself have been burned maybe by your own expectations. And now you're like, okay, I'm gonna be very careful. I might not even tell anyone I'm dating someone. Let's just be careful. Let's let them guess, let them wonder, what am I up to? I'm just gonna do what's best for me. You're done explaining yourself. I'm seeing here, you're done explaining yourself. You're done prioritizing other people and what they think and what they feel over yourself, and you're choosing yourself. And there is a relationship where you're taking things slow and you're hiding a little bit of this because you don't want basically anyone to I don't know, I never use this word like this. I never use that word whatsoever, but I'm hearing poo-poo, which is basically, that stuff. I never use this. So you don't want other people basically to dump their negative energy on this. Even I feel like when it comes to friends, you don't want to tell your friends. I don't know what it is. So starting to date someone new, but you don't want to tell your friends. Also, I do feel like, again, if there is any kind of person you already know, doesn't have to be past, maybe just someone you know and there's some kind of history there. This person is praying, this person believes you're their soulmate, this person is manifesting you, but I feel like you're closed off to that energy. Okay, let me see a little more. Judgment and Empress. I feel like you're going to make a very, very big decision sometime in, I don't know, like late January, maybe early February. And this decision could be, oh, look at this. We have Judgment, Empress, and the Emperor. I don't know which partnership will you end up in here. But what I'm seeing is that Judgment is this, traditionally in Judgment story, you hear, the trumpets, you hear, it's a resurrection of dead. It talks about, right, Archangel Gabriel calling, in the dead rise. That's the story of Judgment. But with Judgment, I think in this case, there is some kind of call that will be answered, and there will be the right person for a lot of you that will be introduced into your life. For some of you, again, I don't want to give anybody like a hope of something, but it's not even about giving hope. All situations are different. There are some situations which truly could be improved if you want and if you have the right mindset, but there are other situations that just are not worth wasting time. And I'm just getting here with the Judgment card, Emperor to the Empress. You will be connected with an individual who is just as powerful as you are, and there's a beautiful union taking place. I cannot say whether it's past, present, future energy. For some of you, it's new, but I feel like there is an interference almost of like higher forces and stuff to bring you and this person together. I don't know who actually will take this to the extended to understand this more. We'll take a look at the new energy, because I do see you're dating someone new, attracting someone new. But for some of you, there could be, if this person, like a person from the past, corrects their energy in a major way. I don't know what kind of miracle needs to happen, to be honest, for that. There is a chance for that too. So we'll take a look at both scenarios, because this is interesting. Emperor's Judgment to the Emperor. Anyway, link to the extended is going to be down below. We'll take a look at everything. Thanks so much for joining. Love you all. Talk soon. Bye.